had 3 children, and it was very important to me that they continue having what we have at St. Thomas. So the first thing I decided, we're going to have a nursery. I can't come to church with 3 kids and, keep them controlled. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start a nursery. And as soon as we started in the chapel, the pastor there allowed us one closet in the back of the church, and maybe 6 by 6, and that's where we started the nursery. Father Matrain talked to the pastor there, and he allowed us to have the cafeteria. So we started the preschool of religion, and we started. It was actually so the nursery for the babies, and then by the time we had 3 and 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds, and in the cafeteria. Then we needed CCD, so St. Thomas allowed us to have the facilities there to have our children go to CCD, and it was all. The volunteers came out of everywhere. There was an enthusiasm about starting, I guess, and there was no problem finding volunteers at all. Another thing that we got involved with, and this was later on, was Eucharistic adoration. Helen Gonzalez had Eucharistic adoration on First Fridays, and I remember by then even the building back here was already built, and she asked me. I said, "Can you come?" And I said, "Okay, what hour do you need?" She said, 12 o'clock. I said, "Oh my goodness, 12 o'clock, that's tough, it's hard that day." "Okay, I'll do it once a month, no problem." Well, once you start, you don't stop. And I had, at that time I was teaching at St. Thomas More in the preschool, and a friend of mine there, Margaret Boito, was involved, and we said, okay, let's try every Friday. So we started bringing people in for first, and it was no problem. We had everybody. All the hours were filled. So I talked to the priest and said, okay, let's try to do this 2 days, Thursday, Friday. And we did recruit at the church, a table at the church, people coming out, and we would talk to them. And we got all the hours. And I'm talking from 8 in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening. We got all the hours covered. So I started checking the sign-ups for volunteers. For people that come in as visitors. And I said, okay, we're going to start calling these people, and we did, and we got the 3rd day. And I wanted to keep going, but I was stopped there, so. We moved from our home to being very close to Saint Jean Vianney. And we were supposed to join there, and I said, there's just no way. My children are rooted in this church. They have activities nonstop. I don't want to rock that boat, so we stayed here. The priest at Saint Jean Vianney was a friend of ours, and he kept coming to my house. I said, I'm sorry, Father Ingalls. But it's almost within walking distance to our home, but St. Patrick was our place. I think it's the people, the parishioners, many of us old, are still, you know, very together. I think being a small church also helps with this, you know. It's I don't know. It's in our heart. It's in our children's heart. It's still, you know, even though all of them are in different churches, they all feel like St. Patrick's is still their grandmother.
Yeah, still home.
Still home. Life today is complicated, and I know that we need to pray a lot for vocations. And this is our problem. I said, you know, we used to have 3 priests assigned to St. Patrick, and you know, we need to hold on to 1 now. Please don't take him away. So that is a problem. I think it's on us to pray for vocations and to be able to keep this parish. I have seen and actually grieve many parishes here, like St. Louis, going away, because I used to visit. I sometimes call myself the Roman Catholic. I actually try to go to Mass every day, so you know, it's every different church depending on what I'm doing at a different time of the day. So I used to go to St. Louis quite often. I actually went to St. Louis to adoration, because they had a perpetual adoration chapel in the back of the church. So I grieve their closing and also what it did for their parishioners. St. Thomas incorporated them, and they seem to have, you know, I also had a big relation to St. Thomas More since I taught there, and I also was a former parishioner. But this is special, you know, St. Patrick is special, and we would love to be able to keep this church, to bring the young people, because that's the kind of blood that we need here. We need the young people to take the load. You know, we're on I'm 82, my husband's 86. We have 90, and, you know, little by little, this generation is disappearing. So we need the young people. And we do have some really, really good young couples here taking loads, but we need a lot more. So what I see is maybe to increase the activities for the children, so that the parents that are in the area would say, okay, you know, my child wants me, and usually that's what happens. When a child is happy in a place, his peers start listening, and they say, oh, Mom, I want to go there, you know. So the parent, you say, okay, let's visit here, and then they see what's going on, and that's how we attract. We have to work with the youth in order to attract more parishioners here. And once the parish is large enough, they won't decide to take it away.